When we touch, I want to make love. I want to get to know you better. When we kiss, I don't want to miss another night without you under.
Gosh, we are so back. We're back like we've never left. It's a beautiful 6:38 a.m. Not too crazy. I feel like that's been kind of my wake up time, is like around 6:30. I have been really enjoying having ample time in the morning to like slowly drink my coffee and actually getting ready for the day. And I've been loving it. So today, however, it's a little different. I do have a flight, which I talked about last vlog. I'm gonna go see my coach today. So why would I have packed even though I fly out in 3.5 hours? Like, why would I have done that? Quick morning. But I wanted to take y'all with me and see how much I can record with just like what she has to say about my physique, and so we can have insight of what this competition season holds for us. Time for a montage of getting ready and packing.
I don't say much, but you feel like you're in my mind when I'm quiet. If love is a problem, then tonight I'm complying.
Literally my last two. Hit and pan.
Girl, come closer, don't rush it. We got time, let's waste it. Skin to skin, no pressure. I like how you move when you patient. I don't say much, but you feel like you're in my mind when I'm quiet. If love is a problem, then tonight I'm complying.
Okay, we're all packed, we're ready to go. Honestly, I'm packing as little as possible because I don't know if I told y'all, I told TikTok, I accidentally booked my flight for 1 a.m. like today. Wow, it's dark. For 1 a.m. today instead of 1 p.m. tomorrow. So we're not sleeping there. We're literally going, and there's a time difference, so we're gaining time. So we're going, doing everything, and then I'm just coming straight back. So it's basically just whatever I need for today. So we're all packed up. I do love, I'm gonna put y'all higher. I do love this suitcase because it has a little spot for like laptop. So I'm not even gonna have to bring a bag for my work stuff. I'm just gonna like add my laptop into my suitcase. I think we're good. I mean, nice. Okay. Literally. Hand sanitizer, lip liner across, and a pen. Planner, passport, headphones, and yeah, there we go. The only issue, which is the issue I had last time, is when you're late, like boarding time, if the flight is full, they check your bag and then I won't have my laptop. So I kind of need a small little like fold up bag that I can put in my suitcase in case I have to check my bag. I can pull it out. So I'm gonna put a little bag in there just in case. Okay, person's driving me to the airport. Good morning, like the king that he is. Alfie's with us too. Alfie, hey, where you at? He's in his car seat. Hey. He wanted to come. He always gets so depressed when I pull my suitcase out, but it's okay. So on the way to the airport, I brought very little, but I'm really excited about this. Jamie has told me like tentative show timelines. Just for some reason, I always feel like until she sees me in person, she's going to like take it back for some reason. I don't know. So I feel like her seeing me like confirms in my brain like what the timelines actually are, and we'll like have the exact shows, and I can start like booking things. You know what I mean? And like setting that like locked in my brain, but I like refuse to like actually confirm in my brain. Also, prep hasn't started, so it's not like I need to, but it's just a combination of like prep hasn't started and you know what I mean? She hasn't actually seen my physique in person for a long time that I'm like, what if she sees me and she's like, yeah, no way, you know? Because if she saw me and said I was small and wanted me to do next year, I would do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a huge deal. Like, I'll do what I'm told. We'll see. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But anyways, I think I still have a decent amount of like body fat to pull down, in the sense of like I hold a lot, like my hamstrings and my legs. Kind of want to hear what she has to say. I'm guessing like I still have another like 10 pounds I'll lose once prep starts, which is why we haven't started yet. We'll see. But I feel really good. I'm pretty confident in my physique right now. Obviously, either way, to be like a competitive pro, I have so much tissue to put on, but just something that I was kind of like reminiscing on. Obviously, the last time I competed was 2024. So by the time I get back on stage, it'll be at least 2 years, like 2.5, I mean, a year and a half or like 2 years since I'd competed. And I feel like I'm sure some of y'all had this experience where you get on stage and you're like, that just wasn't my day, number one. Like I hated, not that this is what it's about, but I hated my look, I hated my hair, I hated my makeup, I hated all of that. So then I feel like my confidence is just like, you know, of that day was just not it. And I hired the makeup artist there. I just didn't feel like myself. So, I don't know. Like when I was on stage, I just didn't like it. I also think I had like blonditis where my hair was like white and then, you know what I mean? You can see the hair extensions and it just made me like so mad. That was my own fault, and I live, I learn. My hair will not be that white next time, and brush your hair before you go on stage. You don't see your hair extensions separated. Either way, I deserve my placing like shape-wise, but even so, I'm like, I feel like I could have gotten better just for like my own sake of sanity, and then my posing absolutely could have been better. So that alone, I feel like we're gonna be fixing that for this year, and I'm gonna be so proud of that. When it comes to tissue, obviously we've been taking a lot of time. I started with Jamie last March, so almost a year we've been together, and I feel like being with her, it has completely transformed my physique. Just having, I don't know, like I went in person and trained, and we made training program, and they taught me a lot in the sense of like my training style for my like physique, and I really do think it made a difference from the get-go, right? Because I went there like after being with them for a month, and we just made a program that was like for my physique, and I just feel like it made a difference anyways. But for this past like year of growing or like, you know, 9 months of growing with her, I'm intrigued to see what she's gonna say. I feel like no matter what, I have changed so much like mentally in this last year, and I'm hoping that I can like, I don't know. It's not that I'm like need to prep. I don't know what the word is. I'm just excited to like start, I don't know. In my brain, it's like I don't yet feel like ready to get back on stage, but I'm like excited to compete. I love competing. And I'm like mentally like I can handle a prep. I'm ready to prep again. It's more so, it's just kind of like I'm ready to prove myself, I think, to myself, of being like, and bringing a physique and a look that I am proud of. I feel like last prep I was so concerned with like, well, not like my clients actually care, but like my clients are coming to watch, and I like wanted them to like obviously be proud of the physique I was bringing, or like my family, my boyfriend's family. Like I not that that really matters, but I wanted people, like I was thinking so much about the other people around me, and it's hard not to when you're like a giver, right? I think I'm going to anyways next time too, but I just feel like I'm in much better headspace. I think a lot of it has to do as well with just like the body fat I'm sitting at. And this is the first time in the off season where I've been like 10 to 15 pounds above stage and pretty close, and I can see the vision. Every other time I've prepped, I've had 30, 40 pounds to lose, and you're losing weight hoping that like you have enough tissue, and then knowing you might lose some at the end because you have so much fat to lose. And I think that has created like I guess a lot of confidence in what I'm bringing, because I know at least I can bring the conditioning, because it's not like we're gonna be chasing conditioning at the end. At least we can bring the conditioning no matter what at the end of the day. Because even last time I competed, I'm like, man, I could have been leader. But when you lose 35 pounds, it's like, you know, you're kind of pushing the zero carb days, and like there's nowhere else you can go, you know? So push comes to shove, this is just kind of like my raw thoughts. I'm just ready to prove myself to myself, I think. And I think I've already done that with just how well I've taken this off season, but I hope it all goes well. We'll see. This is just over here nodding over here.
That's right.
Any insight?
Yeah, I mean, you are inherently a very selfless person, and being a selfless person, you're always aware of other people's thoughts and wanting to impress, and make sure that everyone who comes to support you, like there's a reason to support. People would have supported you regardless if you had finished last call out, bottom of the last call out, or winning your class, winning the overall. And I think that bringing it back over the off season, I've seen like kind of like the shifting your mentality. Also, I think like being a coach has helped you kind of shift your mentality as well, where like
That's valid.
the things that you expect from your clients, you're starting to begin to expect from yourself. And like I think those two aspects, being an athlete and a coach, are fusing to help make you a better athlete.
I think so too. It's kind of interesting. I saw someone put on their Instagram story, but they were kind of like, the more you coach, the better athlete that you become. And I don't think it's necessarily from my protocol. I think that obviously I go to client shows and it's like we brought our best and I have no expectation on how they place, right? And I think that they're like, oh my gosh, I let you down. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Someone showed up that maybe, you know, has been doing it longer, or is just, you know, just different. And I think it's the more I prep people and the more shows I've been to, I think I'm starting to learn that people aren't placing that expectation on you. Like, obviously they say it to be excited, like, oh, you're gonna win the overall, but like, if you don't win it, they're not gonna be pissed off at you. They're not gonna be mad. And I think up until, like, I can say that a million times to myself, but I think the more times I've experienced that and been like, you know, telling clients that it's the people that come to support you are supporting you. And I have to tell myself that they're not supporting you, coming just because they want to see you win and flex it or anything. Like, that's not what's happening. I don't know. It's a turned around feeling. I think I just need to keep reminding myself that it's, the sport is like, they're just coming to support you in your game and you're playing, and it's like any other sport. Like, if I played a high level like volleyball, they're not coming just because I'm gonna win. They're coming because I'm putting my soul and my heart into like a sport that I really, really love. And I think that, like, for some reason bodybuilding gets this weird spot because it's like our physique that we get so like self-conscious about like a placing. Like, I think that's kind of what it is versus like a performance. Like, and also it's a solo thing, not like a team thing, so it's harder. Because it's like all kind of on you. But anyways, this season, no, there is not going to be any expectations no matter what. Like, I think it's really about just like enjoying. I think that I've taken a lot of the enjoyment out of like the show days in the past just because of how much like anxiety and stress I have had. So I'm excited to just have like no expectations and just like have fun the next time around. So I think that's why I'm most excited, because it's such small things that I want to bring better about, like my posing, which I'm absolutely better at. Of course, how we look is not like the main thing, but I'm like, that just wasn't me on stage. Like, I look at my pictures, I'm like, that did not look like me, it didn't feel like me. So I'm excited to like have something that represents me and like a look that represents who I am on stage. Anyways, done yapping.
You want somebody.
We'll be back. He wants to come so bad. Mom, we'll be back. We love you. He's so concerned. I love you. I'll be back. I'll be back. Thank you. That's actually so funny. It does look like it says Jason.
Yeah, for a second I was like, oh,
No, that's hilarious. Okay, wow, it is so beautiful. We just arrived. The flight was like 5.5 hours, I think, and then I have a bit of time. My flight landed at like 1, a little after 1. So by the time I got over here, it's like 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna get lunch. I have to meet them at 3:30. So I was thinking I'd get some food and then head over there pretty much. Yeah, that's kind of the dealio. I was able to get pretty much all my work done on the flight, which is so awesome. So all of my check-ins are completed for the day and I feel ready to take on the day. I guess with the time difference, it's like probably 6 p.m. at home. I don't know what time it is, but overall, I am excited to eat some sushi. I think I'm gonna go to Kura. Real fans know I have a Kura at home and it's just like a revolving sushi bar and you can just get straight salmon nigiri and it's not crazy expensive. So I like going there a lot. I'm trying to find it though. It says I'm nearby, but I'm probably gonna have like 4 or 5 servings of salmon nigiri and then be on my way. Of course I would do this right before I'm posing with Jamie. Why wouldn't I? We did find it. Let's go. and my suitcase. Let's go. And then literally me. Awesome. Let's go. Perfect. Ginger time. I put 1 piece of ginger on each one. Not to be psychotic, but these chopsticks are better than the ones they give us at Arcara. So, let's feast. Cheers. So good. One more. We're doing 6 plates, so that's 12 nigiri, and then we're gonna go get some steps and walk this off. Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna walk from the restaurant to where we pose and meet and train and stuff. It's only like a mile, but I am in sweats. It's a little hot. I'm also in Uggs, and it's like in the 70s for sure. So, but I'm only at 2,000 steps for the day. I have not moved much with like the flight and things, so I definitely feel like this is probably a good idea. And it's also beautiful. Last time I came, I walked to like the same area, and it's just so pretty. I do love Arizona. I know I wouldn't like the summers, but coming at this time when at home, literally half the lanes are still like closed off with ice and snow. Like, this is so nice. It's such a nice little break. So I don't know, a little dopamine boost with having a little bit more sunshine, which is so nice. But I'm feeling a little nervous. I don't know. This is so, okay. I always am like so confused when a client is nervous when they are meeting me, and then when I see Jamie, I literally am like freaking out internally the whole time. It doesn't make any sense. It is what it is. I get nervous, but it's fine. It is what it is. But anyways, I'm about to be here, and I don't know if I'm gonna record anything with her there. I'm gonna record with our training session with the trainer, but to like respect her a bit, I don't think I'm gonna record like our posing, but I'll update y'all what she says. Does it feel heavy or just feels long? I think it feels really long. Yeah. But like when I'm coming all the way up, should I be shifting the top of my back, or should most of my back have like a thrust?
When you are at as high as you can lift your hips up, I want your back on the floor. But then in an effort to keep your ribs and your pelvis stacked, that's why I was saying it's okay for your head to come up.
Okay.
Okay. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
That's much better. 3, 2, 1, tap up. Oh my God, get a video on my camera. 3, 2, 1, tap. I want it to take 2 seconds to get up to the top. Yes, hold it. 3, 2, tap up. Yes, Georgia. 3, 2, tap up. 3, 2, control it. You're doing great. Hands and pelvis up. 3, 2, tap up. That's a good one. 3, 2, tap up. There we go, girl. 3, 2, give me one more. Up. 3, 2, and tap.
Yeah, that was good.
What was good about it?
I felt it a lot more in my upper glute. I feel like I think I did.
You did better.
Not to say this is heavy, but you know what I mean. Like,
Sure. It's awkward because you've never done it like this before. But your range of motion was better. I think when you focus on it, I was like, oh, we gotta get up a little bit higher. And what's really good is you were able to get your hips up a little higher, right at the top, without compensating your spine form. Did you feel pain in your low back? All up or out?
yeah, no, it felt really good. I feel like I got a good one. Yeah.
No back pump, just upper butt pump.
Yeah.
Correct. That's what we want.
That was good.
You should be real happy where I'm more happy than you are. We gotta build a shelf, girl.
I know. Okay. Shaped like a mofo. Where did that just came?
I was just my coffee. My mom almost spit it out. Go off, shape. What's up? Okay, lads. Dang, girl, you're stomping on everybody. Beautiful. Can you get the bar a little closer to you? Yes. Now lengthen. Load up those lattices, pull down. Beautiful. No traps. Nice job. And beautiful. That's a beautiful lap though. Nice shot. Good? Yep.
Hey, okay, so I don't know how many clips I even recorded of our training session, but time to yap, time to fill in. It is now, oh my god, 9:11, and my flight is it's at 12:30, so we have a little bit of time. I'm gonna go to the airport here soon. So basically, how it went about, I posed with Jamie first, just me and her, and I did it in one of my suit options, and we kind of went through number one, like changes to like suit. Main thing is like fabric on the back. We actually want to do smaller, and then like the cut in the front she wants different. And then we went through like color options, hair options, like she was giving insight to extensions, all the things, you know what I mean? We kind of went through, I guess, I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was going to come and because all my other preps had been so long because I had to lose so much body fat. So it feels weird knowing that prep could, you know, stage time could be kind of soon and we're not at prep. Like that just seems so insane to me. She has given me tentative show timelines and they're not very far away and we're not in prep. So I just kind of was like, okay girl, like I thought she was going to see me and then she's going to be like, actually like JK, like let's push it off. And I obviously would have been fine with that, but she's sticking her guns. Like she says I'm gonna be ready, so I'm gonna trust and we're gonna make it happen. So prep is not yet started. I'll keep y'all up to date. I'm not a secretive person, but I also don't think there's any need for me to start counting down weeks. I'm trying not to think of the weeks out because I'm not in prep. So I'm not even, yeah. But just know I'm not a secret prep person. When I'm on prep, y'all will know and you'll probably know how many weeks out I am as soon as prep starts. But she doesn't say she says I don't have much weight to lose. I think I'm around 130, 131. And last stage weight was 129, which I could have lost more weight. I think she thinks I'm going to get down to like 124. And she said we might be surprised that I might be heavier. So it just kind of depends. But it was nice to see in person, she said, just so we could see like conditioning. And she says I'm pretty tight, that I just have a little bit of body fat that'll come from like my legs, obviously my tie-ins and like my back part of my midsection. So I'm always so nervous. It's so weird because it's like I feel like my like I just can't act normal. I don't know. I always feel super like shy and stuff. So, but it was great to hear her insight, and we're definitely prepping this year, which is so insane, guys. That's that. I don't know what else to say from that. It was great to see her. She's the sweetest, and I will trust her expertise and that she thinks I'm ready to compete this year. So then after that, I met with one of the trainers, and she's writing my new training programming. And I had a new training program since last year, actually. I started, I think, last March. They wrote me my first training program. So I came out, we did a kind of like mobility and all of that, and then insight there, and then we went through just some like movement patterns, how to perform them correctly, like from my body, and then kind of going through just also like preference and stuff and just what's attainable, but also what's going to allow us to grow. And we kept in mind obviously what we want to grow from like our in-person analysis from the posing, and we're keeping that in mind. Now they said I'm going to have a new training program on Monday, which today is Tuesday, so in about a week I'll have a new training program, and I'm excited to review that and start going through that, and we'll see how that grows. I think that there's just some exciting like changes. Every time I meet with them in person, pick up more small things to incorporate and learn kind of about your own body and different, from past injuries and tightness and all of that. So it's more so working around your body and how to fine tune it. So that's that. It was great. I was there for quite a bit of time, and then I got dinner, or had dinner, and then that was the whole day. And all I'm gonna say from all of that is, don't worry guys, we're not on prep yet. I feel like that is revealed from me getting a cold foam coffee and sushi today. I feel like it's pretty revealed that I'm not in prep. I feel like I haven't done YouTube vlogs in a while, so y'all haven't seen like my eating and my cardio and my training, and like we have some off meals, we have like flex calories. My cardio is literally 3 by 10 right now, and my step goal is 6,500. So I would say we're definitely not in prep, so don't worry guys, but I am so excited for this year and what this is going to hold. This prep is truly, all it's for is for the love of the sport. And I wanted, like, this is going to be a new series, and that is going to be the title, is for the love of the sport. Because truly, I feel like past years, it was, chasing the pro card and all of that road to pro, and that's not, definitely not what, I don't know, it obviously maybe one day, but I really feel like I have just fallen so in love with like the off season and the growing, and I feel like this is the first time that I truly have earned my prep, and I'm excited no matter what to be able to know that like I'm bringing such a different mindset, different physique. I feel like every single year in an off season I've aged like 3 mental years in the sense of like my mindset and my goals throughout bodybuilding in this sport. So with all of that, hopefully y'all are excited. I am going to start, as you can see, recording weekly, and that way you can see the updates week to week, because I don't even know when prep is going to start. She gave me no insight of like when it's going to start. She was just kind of saying when our body fat is at the spot that we need to start cutting down, like when our body is where we need to start cutting down, and she wants as much time to grow as we can get. Gonna be a fun one because we're gonna be figuring this out together. So I'm gonna be as transparent as I can. I'm not as y'all can see, I'm not a secretive person. I'm not gonna like, hiding my prep is just not something that I'm about. I think that there's such a privilege to be able to like share your journey and people to like be able to support you, and I want y'all to be able to be a part of it. So with all of that, we're gonna head to the airport and continue this vlog a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna Uber there, and then Percy's gonna pick me up at 7 a.m. EST.
You want everybody, everyone in my time.
Let's go! Good morning. Oh, hey, haircut. Ew. Not ew, we just got it on through.
I didn't get a haircut, just trim my beard.
Oh, God. Hello, you have Alfie?
I do, come say hi.
Alfie! Knock, knock! Hey! Yay! Hey, but come on, I know. Okay. Okay, let's go home. Let's go back to bed, let's go home. Him in his car seat, bro. Family's all together.
Yay. Yeah, they don't
Family's
wanna look
back
at me.
together. He's so happy. Yay.
Thank you. Time to go sleep. For all of us.
See y'all next video.